Welcome to the Money for Dads podcast. This is your host, Adam Katz. This podcast is for dads like you and me who want to save on everything, stretch your paycheck, and spend more time with your family. I don't want you or your spouse to be forced anymore to pick up extra shifts, take second jobs, work overtime, or sacrifice necessities just to pay your bills. I want you to be able to choose how you spend your time while giving your kids the most amazing childhoods possible. And that's why I created this podcast. Sometimes you can get really creative in the ways that you save. And it's not like you expect here. It's not just saving 50 cents here or $1 there, or not buying something, or finding an interesting hack. But sometimes you really have to think outside the box. And it can actually be pretty fun and exciting and lead to some nice surprises for your kids and for your spouse and even for yourself. Last week, my wife and I booked tickets to Florida. We booked round-trip tickets using mostly credit card points, so it was mostly free. And I also want to have a side note here. We went to Florida a couple months ago. Also, we had to buy 6 round-trip tickets, and that was entirely covered with credit card points. So we're really trying to capitalize on all our points here, and I don't make it super complicated for us. We just do our best and do it smartly. And that's another episode. Anyway, back to the point of this podcast episode. So after booking the flights, we realized we also need a rental car. So we continued through our credit card portal because we get extra points when we book through that on any sort of travel, rental cars, anything. And we put in what we usually get, the same car that we usually have, a minivan. We have a Honda Odyssey, and so we were looking for any sort of minivan at the lowest rate. And the lowest rate was $74 a day for 7 days. And that really adds up. But we got to do what we got to do. This is a vacation for my mother-in-law's 70th birthday party in Orlando. And we want to go and have a great time, and we need a car. So we were going to do it. And before I clicked OK to go to the next page and secure the rental, my wife said, "Could you scroll up?" So I scrolled up. And our filter had on it 6-seaters because we have 4 kids and there's 2 adults. And she said, "What about that?" And I said, "The truck?" And she said, "Yeah, it's a 6-seater. And I thought, interesting. I thought she was joking, but she wasn't. And so we actually looked into it, and it's a 6-seater meant for 6 adults. And we're going to only need 3 booster seats and 1 car seat, which will totally fit. We watched some videos, looked at some pictures, and saw that this was an absolutely massive truck. It was a Ram 2500 Bighorn. They are massive. And so we booked it, and it saved us about $20 a day, which was about $140. I am so excited to drive that truck, especially after driving our minivan and our tiny Hyundai hybrid. I need a truck, and I want to drive a truck. So for me, this is going to be amazing. And the kids, they have no idea. They are going to explode with excitement when they see it. And I don't want to tell them. We're not telling them because we want it to be a surprise. But I'm teasing them a little bit here and there by showing them pictures of the truck and saying, "Isn't this a cool truck?" And the other day on the walk home from school, I pointed out a Ram 1500. And I said, "Isn't that huge, guys?" And they said, "Yeah, Daddy, that's so big." And I said, "I know, it's such an awesome truck." And I left it at that. So they have no idea. But I'm priming them now for about a month to build up the excitement about how awesome trucks are. And so when we leave the airport and we start walking to the rental car, I'm going to start walking to an old minivan and say, "All right, guys, that's the car." But then Then I'm going to show them that massive truck and say, no kids, this is ours. And it's going to be glorious. So the point here, have an open mind to your own ideas that you might not even actually consider, that you might dismiss, and especially to your spouse's ideas. Not only will you save money, but you'll have some new experiences and some great stories to tell. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast. To help you get started on your journey to stretch your income, save on everything, and spend more time with your family, you should visit my website, moneyfordads.com, and download the Money for Dads Starter Kit for free. In the kit is the Money for Dads amazing and simple budget template, which auto-calculates everything. It's so easy to use. And you'll also get my 11 money-saving tips guaranteed to change your life. They're philosophies that I use that have helped me to stretch my family's income as much as I have. So if you like this podcast, then subscribe. And if you think that it could help somebody else, a friend of yours, share it with them. I'd love to be able to help more people. And even better, which would help get the word out even more about this podcast, give it a review and a rating. I read all reviews, and I'd love to hear how the podcast helps you. So go to your favorite podcast player, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whichever one you use, and give it a review and a rating now. The more reviews that I have, the more we can share these ideas with the world, build the Money for Dads community, and help more dads spend more time with their families. Also, if you write a review, I'll probably give it a shout out on a future podcast. Thanks again for listening, and have an awesome rest of the day.